Here with Georgia State women's golf coach Cathy Mant as the Panthers prepare for the 2017 Sun Belt Championship. Coach, thanks for taking a couple minutes with us.
It's my pleasure.
Coach, obviously the regular season didn't go necessarily as you and the team had hoped, but obviously now you enter the Sun Belt Conference Championship. You know, a win will send you guys back to the NCAA Regional. How much motivation does that give the team that really what's happened doesn't matter now? It's all about what's coming up in the future.
Well, I think it's huge, and we are. What's done is done. We have some signs of brilliance, and we just haven't been able to carry it through. So we have the ability to do it, and if everybody steps up and is able to have their A game, we'll walk away with a championship.
Talk a little bit about the course. You guys will be playing the Fighting Joe Course next week. Obviously, it's a course you've seen. It's been a few years since we've been out there for a championship, but just some of your thoughts on the course and what do you think it'll mean to you and the rest of the squad?
Well, I think having the experience is going to be very helpful. There are some holes that we need to lay up on to be safe, and we'll be able to discuss some of those things to help us. Course management basically is the really, really big thing here. Greens are big, so we need to have a good placement on the greens as well. But if we have a good plan and follow that plan, I think we have a great opportunity for success.
Now looking at some of the players on the squad, obviously you had another stellar freshman this year in Harmon Prickett, who came a local product from right here in Georgia. Talk about her performance. I think she's had about 5 top 25s this year. Really stepped up for you in the fall. Struggled a little bit in the spring, but seems to hopefully be getting things going at the right time.
Yeah, Harmon's a great gal. She's worked really, really hard and was a pleasant surprise, actually, as she took off in the beginning of the year and had such a great performance for a freshman coming in. Faltered a little bit in Hawaii, and it affected her mental side, but she is working as hard as she can, and I think you're going to see some good things coming out of her at the Sun Belt.
How much does the rest of the team play off of somebody like that comes in young, fired up, ready to play? Does that kind of trickle down to the rest of the squad?
Oh, I think it does, because, you have another player stepping up that can help us to achieve the goals that we have, and so it's been, fabulous. Last year we had freshman Jemima Gregson, who's really stepped up and working very hard as well, and so that work ethic, the positive attitude, and how they carry themselves really does influence the rest of the team.
Obviously, you led me right into my next question. Talk about Jemima's play. She was a stud freshman for you last year. Has had a good sophomore year. Has struggled a little bit at times, but seems hopefully another one that's going to be getting things going together at the right time. Yeah,
Jemima, and the area that was really she was struggling in when we looked from last year was the area for improvement. It was short game. She has really worked hard, and I think actually we had a little contest, and she beat me, and I had to pay the consequences. So that would be running, but she's really stepped up in that part of her game. The last tournament we played, she actually played with an injury, and at the end of the 36 holes, it took its toll.
And then the last question for you, obviously, hopefully this is not the last event for you guys for this year, but you will have 2 seniors who will finish up their careers at some point in the coming weeks in Solène and June Bay. Just talk about what they've meant to you in the program for the last 4 years.
Well, Solène and June are like family to me, and it's going to be really sad to see the day when they do have to depart and start the next chapter of their lives. Both of them have worked incredibly hard, and they have matured. Their games have matured over the last 4 years, and there's some really good things happening for them as a result of that. So are we going to miss them? Absolutely, we're going to miss them. We're going to miss the leadership attitudes and things that Solène brings. She really has a great head on her shoulders. June is just a worker bee and just quietly goes about her business. So 2 really fine players that we are dearly going to miss once their careers are over.
Well, Coach, we greatly appreciate your time today, and good luck in the upcoming Sun Belt Championship over in Alabama.
Thank you, and go Panthers!